Hi, everybody. Congratulations, class of 2020, on this big moment of accomplishment. Both Deborah and I hope you are well and safe and savoring this day because you all earned it. Now, it is a little bit different than what you may have had in mind when you began senior year with so much excitement, so much promise. As we all know, this world has changed a lot.
In fact, we both have to admit that it wasn't easy trying to figure out what to say at this moment in time as we commemorate this special time. A few weeks ago, we would have been talking about the pandemic, urging you to hold on and to begin moving on through this difficult time. Well, now the world is shifting even more, exposing deep and painful fissures around us, around the issues of race and injustice. You were always going to be stepping out into a complex world, no doubt about that, but now you're also stepping into a world that is hurting. And if you are frustrated or maybe even a little anxious, that's understandable. Life is complicated, and that's the final big lesson that you're going to have to take away with you as you graduate.
But we want you to pause and think differently about your circumstances. Yes, this is an unusual graduation. Yes, things are a bit unsettling. And yes, it's going to take big changes and big ideas. And that's where you all come in. You are a graduating class that will go down in history. Some might even say you're a chosen group of graduates. Now, I know you're rolling your eyes, and I've got teenagers. I've seen some eye rolls. But think for just a few seconds. All 2,500 of you have an opportunity to step up. Not just to get your diplomas, but to show the world what it means to pivot in the face of difficulty, to create meaning and success in any situation, whether it's a pandemic or a change in our racial evaluations, how we see people, how people see us, when the things you are expecting to do don't go the way you expected it to.
Now, most of you have had supportive family or friends in your corner to get you this far. There have been days, I am sure, where you felt like you just didn't have it in you. You didn't want to give 100%. Someone probably nudged you along, and if they were like my parents, they probably threatened you to get your act together or else. Well, someone cared enough about you to get you through, to make sure that you did that last project, passed that test, won that football game. Somebody helped you get here and to succeed, got you over the hump, made sure you didn't fail. Well, now it's on you. It's up to you to get past these obstacles, these moments of concern, and of course, some disappointment.
Okay, so we know that this year ended in unexpected ways, and we still don't even know how it's going to end. You didn't get to go to prom. You didn't have those final basketball games. You didn't get to pull those final senior pranks on the teachers you weren't so crazy about. And you're not getting that strut across the stage right now to grab that diploma and hear your families carry on way too loud. No one can blame you for feeling bummed, class of 2020. No pomp today. That is your circumstance. But now, it is up to you to decide what to do with this moment, how to take these struggles and make this a better world.
When I was growing up in small town Georgia, post-segregated Georgia, I too had my world rattled in a really big way. All those civil rights marches and struggles had led to a monumental Supreme Court decision, Brown versus the Board of Education, which later threw open the schools to integration. Now, after attending an all-black school for most of my life, for the first 4 years of my life anyway, I was now stepping into a new and kind of bewildering world. It was kind of bewildering to some of my classmates and their parents. Some of them might have been even disappointed with this new and unsettling time. How are we going to cope with this unknown? Some of them might have asked. Some no doubt wanted to know what this is going to mean for the future. It was a new time. It required a different way of thinking. Well, now, this was no pandemic at that time. There was some social distance, I have to say, and there was great fear in stepping out into the new world. But like so many of my classmates, I decided that this was a moment to change the equation, to find ways to excel, to be stronger than those who were fearful, to reach deep down and to find my greatness.
And in fact, given what is going on right now with all the protests, with a resurgence of civil rights, and a lot of young people like you leading the way. Class of 2020, this is your moment, your chance to take what history is handing to you and to find your greatness. Some of you are celebrating extraordinary success, scholarships, acceptance to elite colleges, even the honor of introducing a former president of the United States during an online talk. Some of you are the first in your families to finish high school and to take steps toward a more promising life. Some of you may even help find a cure for this virus or emerge as leaders in our country, helping us find a new way. And we desperately need new creative leaders. We are so very proud of you, along with Superintendent Talisa Dixon.
You are our future, our hope of getting past these difficult times and on to something better. Okay, yes, we may be wearing masks for a little while and maybe doing elbow bumps for a little bit longer until we get there. But we will get to a better place because of you. So as former First Lady Michelle Obama suggested, do a little dance today. Celebrate yourselves. Don't do that dance, please. But celebrate yourselves because you have earned this moment, and nothing can take that away from you.
So as you step out into this big, complicated, unpredictable world of ours, well, I like to do predictions, but that's a whole nother story. I urge you to step boldly. Do it like you mean it. Make your decisions count. Someone once said, every decision that we make leads us down a different road. We'll never come to exactly the same crossroads. Every decision that we make has significance. The tiniest choice that we make reverberates throughout the entire universe.
So today, class of 2020, accept your moment in history. They're going to be talking about you for a long time. You are the class that stepped back out into the light after some dark days. You are the class that is going to change the way we go forward. As the great Maya Angelou says, up from the past that's rooted in pain, I rise.
So class of 2020, you rise. Give yourselves a personal hug. Give your classmates a virtual fist bump. Give your folks your deepest gratitude and celebrate yourselves wherever you are right now. This is your moment of achievement, and nothing can take that away.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Good evening and greetings. I am Mr. West, the principal of Independence High School. 76er pride in the eye, integrity, intelligence, involvement. On behalf of the graduates and our faculty, it is my honor to welcome our parents, grandparents, family, and friends to the 2020 Independence High School virtual commencement ceremony. The class of 2020, you all entered Independence High School together back in 2016. You didn't know me, but I promised you would graduate in 4 years. Well, here we are. Graduation Day 2020. Well, I did not know your graduation year would be sidetracked by a pandemic and social injustice issues. However, experience and exposure is a wonderful teacher, and you all have been battle-tested, class of 2020. You were ready for this pandemic. You are ready to stand up for economic and civil equality. We are here this evening to honor graduates. We all have watched you prosper and grow. These graduates over the last 13 years have met the demands and expectations of education. There is a strong family feel here at Independence High School. These students have formed bonds that will last a lifetime. They have experienced trials and tribulations. However, in the end, they all made it through their course requirements and the pressures of high school. This is a great group of young people. I remember when the group of seniors entered the building. They were challenging, feisty, smart, and they truly believed the world was made just for them. We have grown together, cried together, and cheered together. And we are here today to celebrate together. I expect these students to take these high school experiences and prosper in life. This class has had a wide range of success stories. Our graduates have contributed over 26,000 hours of internship and community service. Some of our projects consist of unloading and helping the Bryce Road Food Pantry, providing weekly reading assistance to the students at our elementary feeder schools, also assisting with field day and having our graduates parade through their school on senior parade day. Our I Women have assisted with the women's shelter and other events. Our seniors had 2 Red Cross blood drives, which were held at the school. This is an amazing example of our student service learning. In the graduating class, we have 149 graduates. 75 of them are earning college prep diplomas. 10 are diplomas of distinction. There are 35 specialization diplomas, and the entire class has earned over $500,000 in college scholarships and grants. Now, because of the pandemic, we didn't get all of the scholarships updated, so we know there will be more awards coming. 70 of our graduates applied for college. 35 of our graduates will be attending a 4-year college or university in the fall. 35 are going to 2-year colleges, and 3 are headed to the armed services. And last but not least, there will be 48 of our graduates entering the workforce. In essence, all of our graduates will be moving out soon, depending on the pandemic. They all are highly educated, prepared for leadership and success, and empowered for success in a global community. Please join me in applauding the class of 2020 accomplishments. We appreciate you. We applaud you. Congratulations, class of 2020 from Independence High School.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Seniors, it is my honor to address the class of 2020 and congratulate each of you on your graduation. Though you're not together with your classmates in the same place to mark this important milestone, I am no less proud of each of you. It does not diminish your achievements individually or collectively. As I pre-record this message today, which is Monday, June 15th, to address the class of 2020, all of us are reeling from a roller coaster of raw emotions. Each of you and your families, our city, our country, and the entire world is still coping with the health and economic impacts of the COVID-19 world pandemic. And our hearts and minds continue to be filled with sadness, anger, frustration, and disgust at yet another brutal act against a member of the African American community. Columbus City Schools has reaffirmed its commitment to the fight to overcome systemic racism and working for change in our schools and in our community. As superintendent, together with the Board of Education, I am committed to making meaningful, forward-thinking changes that address racism, sexism, and gender and religious-based biases inside and outside of our classrooms. Today, I ask each of you to join me by making your own commitment to be an agent of change. The commitment to change is how you decide to define it. And you should know that your definition of change will, well, change. It is what former First Lady Michelle Obama calls becoming. I believe we need immediate change and we need long-term, lasting change. In fact, we must demand both. We cannot stay the same as individuals if we are to transform as a community and as a society. I close with a quote from President Barack Obama, as told by Michelle Obama in her book, Becoming. She quotes the president as telling those who join him to address social change from the streets of Chicago to the halls of the White House. Do we settle for the world as it is, or do we work for the world as it should be? My call, my challenge to the class of 2020 is a commitment to the latter. Please celebrate change. Please be the change.
Good evening, friends, family, staff, and most importantly, class of 2020. Maya Angelou once said, "There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you." Class of 2020, this is our story. The story began March 13th, the unexpected beginning to an end, and it deserves to be told. In this story, we become disheartened, but we prevail and we make it. Class of 2020, we made it. The days following March 13th were full of disappointments. We were waiting for the day we returned to school and see our peers again. But after so many date changes of the return, we knew it was just false hope. After discovering there was no date of return, we found all of our senior year milestones to be no more. There would be no senior breakfast, dinner, or trip. There would be no prom or senior skip day. There would be no chance to walk across the stage accepting our diploma to graduate, commemorating one of the highest moments in our high school career. But we saw through these disappointments. We decided to press through our newly found online learning circumstances, which I myself found to be somewhat challenging. We even got creative and made up our own unique graduation ceremonies, whether it be through a drive-by or making our own stage to walk across. We were innovative and did not become stagnant in our peril. But I would expect nothing less from a class who has 4 years worth of experience of sitting through Monday morning meetings, waiting for everyone to take off their hats, hoods, and electronics, survived reading through thousands of excerpts and notes from Ms. Best, and solved endless math problems given to them by Mr. Gravatt, our 70-year-old teacher who really isn't 70, that still to this day refuses to tell his real age. That could also spend nearly a whole class period talking about his beloved dogs. I hope Sky has a good delivery, by the way. Through all of that and more, we made it. Let it be known in this story, there is no I or me, only you and we. The only thing I did was salute you, as it is my job as your salutatorian. Everything else was done by you. And if nothing else can be said about the class of 2020, it can be said that we are resilient because we made it. Thank you.
Hello, staff, fellow graduates of the class of 2020, and any family who is here to support them. My name is Enrique Perez Hernandez. I have earned the high honor of being my class valedictorian and have been asked to write a speech addressing my fellow classmates. I have been the top senior in my class the whole year, and so I've been tossing around ideas for what I might say if I were to be valedictorian this year, just to be prepared. However, as many of your lives have been turned upside down due to the current circumstances, mine has as well. Due to this fact, I have scrapped many ideas I had to write about to address the elephant in the room, COVID-19. Now, I could sit here and talk about how we had everything taken from us, how we didn't get to have our prom or our senior skip day or our senior breakfast or our spring sports, and about how we aren't having a traditional graduation where we walk across the stage and get handed our diploma in front of all our friends and families. Yes, that is all true. And each one of us has every right to be upset and angry and to feel cheated out of our senior year. We all worked hard to get where we are right now, and we did deserve everything that was supposed to come with being a senior. But if all we do is sit here and feel sorry for ourselves, then we're even worse off than we already are. The way I see it, we are the class that will go down in history. The class of 2020, who even through one of the biggest pandemics in the nation's history made it through. We fought and persevered and still completed our year even through everything that went on. Our grandkids one day will come to us and tell us about how they're learning about the coronavirus pandemic of 2020 in their history class and ask us to tell them about it. And we'll get to proudly say to them, yeah, it was hard. We didn't have a normal senior year because of it. But you know what? We graduated. We did what we had to do, finished all our classes and got our diplomas to prove that nothing can stop us. And we made a good time out of it. We are a strong class. We are the class that is graduating during one of the hardest times of our lives. We could have easily given up and sat there and pouted about not having a normal senior year. But here we all are. It may not be how we envisioned it, but we are graduating. And we should all be just as proud of ourselves as we would be if we were all sitting together in a big arena with hundreds of people cheering us on, if not prouder. The fact that we are here right now proves how resilient we are as a class and how strong we are when we have a goal to accomplish. We've worked 13 long, hard years to be where we are today. Don't let anything get in your way of being proud of all you have accomplished. Now, as we go into the world, many of us will have several different options as to where life could take us. Do I go to college even though it might be online for the first year? Do I defer a year because I know I won't be able to handle the online work? Do I skip college altogether and go right to a trade or a career? Should I go to the military? Things might be a little confusing for you right now. I know they are for me. I have been having a very hard time deciding where I should go in life. There are many options where I could see myself being happy and successful. By the way, one of those options is YouTube, and my channel is Q Vocality if you want to go subscribe and support me a little bit. No, but seriously, no matter how confused you are right now, things will become clear to you soon enough. After all, we are the class of 2020 vision, and our future is bright. And if you already have what you want to do in life figured out, that's great too. Go out and make it happen. Live your dream life. In the words of the late, great Walt Disney, if you can dream it, you can do it. Take that inspiration with you as you go on in life. Don't let anything stop you. You didn't let anything stop you from graduating, so why let something stop you from doing what you love? Keep fighting for what you want. You deserve the very best that life has to offer you. It might take 10, 20 years, maybe even a lifetime. Or it could happen within your first year out of high school. But eventually, if you work hard enough and do everything that you need to do, and don't let anything stop you, you will achieve your goals. Whether they be big or small, you can do it. If no one else believes in you, know that I do. And I think it's safe to say that our principal, Mr. West, believes in you as well. After all, he has done all that he can do to make sure that we are where we are right now. We owe a lot to him. And to all the friends and families that are here today who supported somebody and helped them reach the goal of graduating from high school, we thank you as well. Whether it be giving students rides to where they need to go, or making sure that they are on task and on the right path to graduation, you are appreciated. To every teacher who has ever taught one of the students graduating today, you are also greatly appreciated. Some of you may not realize it, but for some students, you may be the only support system they have. I know I have personally had some amazing teachers throughout my 4 years here, and I would like to say thank you to all of you. I would also like to thank the school counselors and the I Know I Can counselors for helping each of these seniors when they came to you asking for help. And I would like to thank my friends, everyone who has been there for me over the course of the 4 years I have been at this school. Everyone who has supported me, made me laugh, helped me have a good time and enjoy high school. Also the ones that were there for me when I was going through rough times. I appreciate every one of my friends, especially my lunch table this year. Jalen, Malik, Trinity, Sierra, Jasmine, Ryan, Corey, Nay, and Ebenezer. You guys have made senior year so much better for me. I think that's been the hardest part about not going to school anymore. I haven't been able to hang out with my friends in a long time. I know we're all in the same boat when it comes to that. Honestly, my friends were the only reason I came to school some days. Just know that you guys are loved and appreciated. In the end, here we are. Despite all the odds and everything that has gone wrong this year, we're here. Through the coronavirus pandemic and the talk of murder hornets and everything else that this year has thrown at us, we are graduating. We did everything we needed to and finished our year strong. We are the graduating class of 2020. We will go down in history. Don't let this pandemic discourage you. We did it. We made it, guys. This may be the end of high school, but this is just the beginning of the rest of our lives. Now it's up to us to make the most of it. Go out and live your dream. Do what makes you happy, as long as it's legal. Create the life you want for yourselves. There's no life template to follow. It's all up to you now. I know the future can be scary. It can be intimidating and make you feel like you're never going to get anywhere. But trust me, if you work hard enough, you can achieve anything. I hope to hear all your success stories one day. It has been a pleasure to go to school with all of you and to be able to address you here today. I'll leave you with another quote from one of my favorite people in history, Walt Disney. We keep moving forward, opening doors, and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. Thank you for listening to what I have to say. Now go out and dream.
Columbus City Schools, To the class of 2020, congratulations. It's your boy, E.T. Let me just share with you 3 things that I think are important. All right, so I know you were disappointed. I mean, I get it. I will never forget my junior year in high school. You know, I finally did driver's ed, applied for my driver's license. You know, I took the test, did the driver's test, and voila, got my license, right? And my mom blessed me with her old car. I never forget, Escort. I'll never forget, it was an 84 Escort, right? Super pumped up. Guys, in the first 2 weeks of me having the vehicle, guess what? I got into a car accident, right? And I remember it like yesterday. It was a hit and run. I remember I hit this old lady. I wasn't paying attention, didn't stop at the red light, crashed into her. And look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was so nervous. I was so afraid. I actually drove the car I broke that axle. You could hardly drive it. I drove that sucker up the street, got out, and ran. Yup, I ran from the scene of the crime. And I'll never forget police calling my mom. I'll never forget the police coming by the house. And I lost my car. I wasn't able to do certain things. And I just remember an old wise person saying this to me. At some point, regardless of how difficult it is, how challenging it is, how hurt you are that you got your license, your first car, and you totaled it, you got to get over it. All right, come on. I'm talking to somebody today. As devastating as COVID-19 was and is, and how it rocked our worlds and changed our plans, at some point, you have to put it behind you in the rearview mirror, and you got to move forward. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And guess what? This is probably not going to surprise you, but I've had 3 or 4 cars since then. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I've had 3 or 4 cars. So where your focus goes, your energy flows. So if you're going to continue to think about, I didn't get to graduate, I didn't get a prom, I didn't go on my senior trip. Like if you focus on everything that didn't happen, you know what? You're going to go on a spiral downward. I will never forget growing up a Detroit Lion fan and Barry Sanders, who's probably one of the greatest running backs to ever do it. I remember he wouldn't celebrate. And I would always ask, like, why is he not celebrating like some of the other football players? You know what he said? He said, my daddy told me, you will continue to score. You're going to keep getting touchdowns. You're going to keep getting a lot of yards. Like, don't act brand new. Don't act like you're not going to do it again. Guys, you're going to get opportunities to graduate college. You're going to get opportunities to graduate law school, graduate from medical school. All right, whatever. You're going to get opportunities. All right, so let's put this behind us. Remember, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So this leads me to number 2. Look, if you got bad energy, all right, you're probably going to give 70%, 80%. When you have good energy, you're going to give 120%. And watch me, you actually attract more by being 120 than you attract at 70. All right, let me just be real. You know what I'm talking about. Some of you don't like to wash the dishes. Some of you don't like to do the trash. Some of you don't like to cut the grass. Like, you just don't like chores. Some of you don't like doing homework. And watch this. When you do things and you don't like to do those things, you don't put the same energy in. And as a result, you don't get the same outcomes, guys. If you want to blow up, if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to live in a gated community, if you want to drive whatever car you want to drive, if you want to be your own boss, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to change the world, like if you got dreams, goals, and plans, you cannot waste your energy. Listen to me. You only get 24 hours in a day. You only get so many opportunities. You can't waste those opportunities because you own something negative. You can't waste those opportunities because you don't particularly care for this or you don't particularly like. I love it. Here's what my parents used to tell me back in the day. Listen to me. You don't have to like washing the dishes, but you're going to wash them anyway. You don't have to like cutting the grass, but you're going to cut it anyway. You don't have to like taking out the trash, but you're going to have to take it out anyway. You don't have to like going to school, but you're going to go anyway. If I were you, since I have to do it anyway, I would enjoy it. And so you've got to find a way. When others are down and out, you got to find a way. When others don't like it, you've got to learn to enjoy the sun, but you also got to enjoy the rain. You got to know that while you love playing in the sun, if it was only sun, if only the sun shine, then the trees wouldn't grow and the flowers wouldn't grow and we wouldn't get vegetables. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Everybody loves the sun, but can you stand the rain? And what I need you to understand is that there are blessings when the sun shines. There are blessings, oh, come on, when the rain comes down. There are blessings when it snows. Do you know in certain places in the United States of America that when it actually gets cold or wintertime, do you understand that it kills certain germs? It kills certain bugs. There are blessings in what you would think is a cursing. I'll never forget, my wife got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis about 5 years ago. When I tell you one of the best things that could have happened to our marriage, best thing could have happened to our career, best thing could have happened to our family. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Why? Because she left her job, because we started exercising more, because we changed our diet, right? Because we started traveling the world together. And there were opportunities that came to us that had she not gotten sick, she would still be at her job for the next 20 years. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Your attitude determines your altitude. Are you hearing me? And so oftentimes you think it's the circumstance or you think it's the situations that's a blessing. No, it's your perspective, how you see it. Henry Ford says, if you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right. I'm going to say it again. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. And so I need you to change your attitude. I need you, when it's bad, I need you to see it's good. When it's good, I need you to see it's good. And when it's great, I need you to see it's great. I'll say it again. When it's great, I need you to see that it's great. When it's good, I think you need to see it as great. And when it's bad, you need to see it as great. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Your attitude actually determines the outcome. The outcome don't determine the outcome. The circumstance and the situation doesn't determine the outcome. You determine the outcome. Now listen to me. I got 2 more things for you. The next one I want to say to you is, listen to me. I dare you to dream. I want you to dream the dream, but then I want you to work it. Listen to me. The dream works, but you got to work it. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Are you hearing me? The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. You can have it, but you got to work for it. And then my final one, when you become an adult, there are going to be days that you just don't feel like trying. But here's what I want you to do for me. I want you to always remember, I can, I will, and I must. In your darkest days, I need you to repeat that. I can, I will, I must. So as I leave, I know you remember the story. I know you remember the story. The little train that could. Yep. I know you remember that train when it looked at the train track and it looked at how high that train track was. It said, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know it. Something said, just get on the track. Like, just give it a try. And so it got on, that little train got on the track. Chugga, 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 choo. Chugga, 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 choo. Choo. And it got on that track and it started going a little bit. And it started going a little bit. And it started, listen to me very closely. In life, sometimes you won't feel like it, but if you put your shoes on anyhow. Sometimes in life, you're not going to feel like it, but if you put your pants on anyhow. Sometimes in life, you're not going to feel it, but if you put your hoodie on anyhow. Sometimes in life, you may not feel it, but if you put your baseball cap on anyhow. Sometimes in life, you're not going to want to do it, but if you try anyhow, you're going to find that you can muster up the strength, that you can muster up the attitude, that you can muster up everything you need to be everything you need to be. And that doggone train got on that track, and after a while it said, I think I can. I think I can. And it got up that hill a little bit more and said, I think I can. I think I can. And as it got to the hardest part, it says, I know I can. Chugga, chugga, choo. Chugga, chugga, choo. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And you do I think I can enough till you wake up and say, I know I can. I got my GED. I think I could go to college. I got my 4-year degree. I think I could get my master's. I got my master's degree. I know I could get my PhD. Come on, ladies, say it with attitude. I know I can. I know I can. I can, I will, come on, fellas, say it. I can. Give me that bass. I can, I will, I must. Remember, you can because you have the ability to. I will because you have what it takes. I must because somebody's counting on you. It's your boy, E.T. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Make your next move your best move, and make the rest of your life the best of your life. It's your boy E.T. 2020. The world is yours. I'm gonna take it.
Lisbeth Adames Guzman, Trinity Akins, Monasia Anderson, Sophia Atiba, Josiah Atley, Craig Avery, Maria Avila, Aliyah Benvenuti, Nathan Baholo, Zion Brayboy, Amaya Brown, India Brown, Deliana Burton, Aaliyah Bush, Lucia de Carmen Calderon Castro, Andrea Calderon Zaldana, Alejandro Castro Cruz, Sierra Chapman, Jalen Chapman, Faith Clark, Treston Claiborne, Jamel Cochran, Akira Cole, Nyla Collins, Taylor Coombs, Keyshawn Cox, Ryan Creer, Jalen Curtis, Elizabeth Dane, Lydia Dane,
Nilbis de Paula Diaz, Alassane Dia, Malik Diallo, Marshinique Dickerson Turner, Fatimata Dang, Armani Dingus, Josiah Dixon, Madison Douglas, Jamaria Farmer, Rihanna Fitzgerald, Thomas Foco, Johanna Foster, Raekwon Freeman, Marvin Galdamez Guerra, Cesar Garcia, Skylar Garland, Jeanette Gomez Rodriguez, Diana Grady Jones, Jalen Gray, Jawan Green, Nijay Green, Quazon Griffin, Sharnez Hardy, Michael Hargrave, Tabria Harris, Keyshawn Hill Woods, Zaire Holman, Laquela Housel, Stefan Houston Bay, Sonia Eichchrist, Ebenezer Isaiah,
Diamond Jackson, Khalees Jackson, Sydney Jones, Isata Kaba, Jarka Kamara, Fatumata Kane, Safiatu Kane, Amadou Karamoko, Kayla Kearns, Lachey Kelly, Niari Kelly, John Lanata, Shangria Lane, Jamarcus Lang, Carolyn Lay, Lilberhi Latang, Awa Lowe, Kinsey Lopez Amaya, Jasmine Lowry, Fatimata Lai, Jose Maldonado Mercado, Crystal Malone, Seha Mam, Awa Mamadou, Formata Mamadou, Abdul Mamadou, Napoleon Martina, Chase McCain, Dejanay McReynolds, Jose Mendez, Wilmer Mendez Carrero,
Nayeli Meza Sanchez,
Hawa Mohammed, Kiara Moody,
William Morrison, Plamedi Mungeko, Zachariah Munye, Abdraman Niang, Edward Opang, Edwin Opang, Melody Ardones Dubon, Kayla Parks, Santino Peppers, Enrique Perez Hernandez, Tamara Perry, Marcelo Pina, Giselle Reed, Jalen Reynolds, Carla Rios Gonzalez, Janae Rivers, Corey Rohrbaugh, Janae Sanford, Edric Santana Valentin, Caleb Selby, Ayana Sheridan, Aminata Celia, Ashanti Smith, Sierra Smith, Alexia Smith, Katira Smith, Rayshana Smith, Alasia Smoot, Umu Sumar, Lanaya Starks,
Daria Sullins, Omar Sai, Komlan Tale, Tatiana Taylor, Caleb Thomas, Marquez Thompson, Shanita Thornton, Lance Trammell, Andre Trent, Reina Verde Mitchell, Tomas Villanueva,
Montre Wainwright, Tanaya Wallace, Isata Wan, Caleb Watkins, Damon Whitehurst, Alana Williams, Demarie Williams Gaylor, Michaela Williamson, Isis Winbush, Alana Winston, Jayana World Gustus, Alea Zachary.
Wow, it's crazy how an accumulation of 4 years has flown by so quickly. Within that accumulation, it holds some of the most valuable memories of our teenage lives. I am so glad to say we can now put today's date in the books because we have made history. We have learned and blossomed, now we must flourish, using all the knowledge we've attained to continue on to the next chapter in life. Class of 2020, we made it, and greatness has yet to come. Independence High School, Class of 2020, please stand up. On a count of 3, we will move our tassel from the right to the left, signifying we are now high school graduates. 1, 2, 3. We are now Independence High School alumni. Congratulations.
Class of 2020, it is the privilege of the Columbus Board of Education to accept the certification of your diplomas. Let us be the first to officially congratulate you.
Congratulations, Class of 2020. We are so proud of you.
Columbus graduates, congratulations and best wishes for success.
COVID y el racismo no pueden detenernos. COVID y el racismo ne pouvons pas nous arrêter. COVID and racism can't stop us. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
Board member Dr. Tina Pierce here. Congratulations, Class of 2020. I can't wait to see all the great things you will achieve in the future.
Congratulations, Class of 2020. We love you and all the best.
Carpe diem, seize the day. Felicidades. Congratulations, Class of 2020 seniors.